Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those new here, my name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert, and today let's start with, first of all, I'm so excited just to be back on YouTube and back creating some long form videos for you guys. I really got into the habit of it, well not the habit, but I kind of started doing my long form YouTube hair tutorials over a year ago now, and then the last year kind of became really hectic with my work. I worked for a brand full time, and I just basically didn't have the time to dedicate to my own YouTube and creating videos for you guys, but now I'm back full time. Let me know also if you want me to do kind of a story time on kind of my work and where I'm at the moment. But anyway, putting that to one side, I am back today to give you guys a really I think a really exciting tutorial, because I do this hairstyle at least once a week, probably sometimes even twice a week. So we are going to be creating that slicked back, clean girl model off-duty bun, which is so ideal for days where you potentially should have washed your hair. And today, I'm in a real rush, so I just need to head out. My hair is obviously looking as it does at the moment. It definitely could have done with a bit of a wash today, but I don't have time, so I'm just going to quickly slick my hair back into my go-to slick back bun. And yeah, I just wanted to film this for you guys, so enjoy. Okay, so first up, the first product we are going to be using, this is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. So if your hair is needing a wash, then I would mist a bit of this in beforehand. So I've just got my mirror here if you're wondering where I'm looking. So this dry shampoo is actually proven to actually clean your hair, so it does soak up all the excess sebum. So I like to section my hair, mist that through, and this is really good just for, we are going to slick it back and we're going to have loads of products going on, but this is just that really good base just to make sure your hair is, your scalp is actually clean and you don't get that like itchy feeling. Personally for me, if I haven't washed my hair, my scalp does get a bit itchy. So yeah, I'm just going to pop this in as a good bit of prep. So you want to mist that in throughout, and then ideally with the Living Proof dry shampoo, they do advise that you leave it in for 30 seconds before you kind of massage it in, and that's just to allow all of the dry shampoo to actually work its magic and then soak up that excess sebum. So whilst we wait, I've got a pintail comb here, so this is really key as well. I think if you're going to do that model off-duty slick back bun look, obviously you can go straight back, you don't need a parting, but if you're going to do centre parting, which I guess most of us are doing right now, you need that pintail comb just to make sure it's slick and snatched and sharp. So I like to go like nose, so use your nose as kind of your centre point, and hopefully everyone's noses are in the centre of their face, and then you're using like the metal tail bit to then go all the way back, and you can see just how clean that's made my parting there. So massage that in throughout your hair. Next product we're going to pop in, so this might surprise a lot of you, but this is the GHD Body Goals. So it is actually designed that you blow dry it into hair and it gives you nice body and volume, but we're using it today to get that nice, obviously that wet slick back look. And I kind of discovered this on a whim. Obviously I've had this product for such a long time. What we're going to do is just blob it onto the scalp like that, and then all throughout the top as well. So you can see, yeah, don't be scared of this process and don't be scared of using a lot of product. So yeah, I've had this product for quite a long time, and I just decided, do you know what, I bet that's going to be good for that really slick back style because of how wet it is. So I know a lot of you girls are using like a mousse to create this look and kind of misting that mousse all throughout, but mousses they're so aerated, they contain so much air, and quite a lot contain the alcohol, and I just find with a mousse that once it's dry then it really hardens up and it can go crispy, and that's when then you start looking a bit crispy and you might get some white flakes on top. But I found with this, it's such a wet product, and it actually doesn't like dry unintentionally into the hair, if you know what I mean. It stays looking nice and wet and shiny. So don't leave out the back as well, the crown of the hair. I can't really see what I'm doing there, but. And then also brush is so important. So you want one of these brushes which is like a soft bristle brush, really, really soft. So this one I got sent from KYK Hair. I'm loving it so far. But you want one of those brushes that just, only with these type of brushes, I can't explain how, but it just really snatches your hair down. So you want to then start gathering your hair into that ponytail. And I find the best position for these ponytails, I think position is key as well, as to then how you're going to make it look good for you and your face shape. So keep brushing back and back, and I like for the hair to kind of go horizontally straight back, if that makes sense. So you're going to end up with like a ponytail in the kind of the middle of your head at the back. You don't want it too high, you also don't want it too low. And I find if you keep it in that position, then there's no need to kind of leave your front bits out and then add them in separately, because you can do that. But I find, I mean, A, this is obviously just a bit harder, and B, you only need to add in those front pieces afterwards if you're doing a super high version of this, and it needs to be a lot higher. But yeah, if you keep it just in the middle of your head and just keep snatching back. So don't underestimate how much time you need to snatch this back, by the way. So the snatching and the brushing back is going to take the most amount of time just to get it into that position that you want it in. Okay, so when you have got the hair pretty much where you want it, and it's nice and smooth, there's no bumps in your ponytail, before we go in and secure it with an elastic band, I am then going to use my Living Proof Flex hairspray. So I absolutely love this hairspray. It's so flexible, lightweight, it brushes out really easily. But I am going to just mist that on, and especially get those little hairs in the nape of your neck. Oh, I don't know why Alexa is talking at the moment. But yeah, just use your brush, and now that that hairspray's on, really brush up those little baby hairs in the nape of the neck. Okay, position is feeling good. I'm now going to go in with my elastic band. So I just use kind of a standard elastic band. I like to just get these from Primark, just super cheap because I go through so many. And I find they just do some really nice, just natural hair colour ones in Primark. If you are super advanced, you could do a bungee. So you know where you've got like a grip on one end, then you kind of tie it around, it grips the other, but that's kind of a more advanced level. Here I'm just going for simple and for quickness and easiness. Now I'm just going to show you tying the back, but this is very straightforward. So get that nice and tight. Then just give it a little pinch. You don't almost want to pinch it too much, because that's when you might get some hair gather. And at this point, this is where you can really perfect that slickness. So then I'd get more hairspray, really slather it on there. And then I like to use the can as well, just to really smooth down any little flyaway baby hairs. And then you can, of course, just use your hands as well. So mist some on your hands, and then really slick that down. But yeah, this is one of those hairstyles you can't be scared of product hair. Like, you need to go in with the product. And then we're going to go even more. So I'm then going to take my, it kind of depends what look you want, to be honest. But I think because this is so sleek and, oh my God, you can just see how shiny it is. It looks so good. But because that's so sleek and shiny, then it kind of looks, for me, a bit strange to have this dry. So I like to go in with a bit more of your Body Goals foam, pop that through the ponytail, just again to have that nice wet look. And again, so don't be scared of popping that through. And then just give the pony a little brush through as well. Just so it's nice and smooth, no tangles. Okay, then what we're going to do, you want to split your pony into two. So two, and you kind of need to bring this round to one side so you're able to see what you're doing. Just make sure these sections are nice and even. And you want to twist both pieces round one way. So say if you're going to go, I feel like I'm going clockwise here. So I'm twisting these both clockwise, and then you want to twist one over the other but anti-clockwise, and that's the only way they're then going to stay in place. So twisting them both clockwise, but then twisting both those twists anti-clockwise. So keep doing that as you go down, and you can see just how nice and tight that's forming, and we're basically forming a rope braid here. But I feel it's so much more secure. It kind of looks a bit cooler than just a regular three-strand braid. And keep going, go down as much as you can. And obviously if you do have layers, like you might be able to see, some of my shorter layers are just sticking out here and poking out, but that's fine. Grab your hairspray again. Really saturate that rope braid on all sides. And then super easy, have your grips at the ready at this point. So I've got a whole box of hair grips. Have your grips at the ready, and then I'll spin round, so I'm not really going to be able to see what I'm doing, but I don't normally look in the mirror at this point. Twist your rope braid around the base of the ponytail, and just make sure you're not letting go of the end. So I can feel I'm at the end at this point. So I'm just going to shove a grip in there. And if you've done it super securely, that's pretty much going to stay in place with just one grip. But obviously I want to add some more grips in, just to make sure it holds all day. And then you can kind of feel the shape. You can manipulate the shape a bit here. So I can feel that that bit's pointing and poking out a little bit. So I'm just going to grab it, press it to the base of my head, and then add another pin in there. But that has only got 2 pins in, and it feels so secure at the moment. Let me just grab my mirror 1 second and just check what this looks like at the back. Oh, it's looking so cute. I can just see I've got a bump, but I'm going to show you how to fix that. I feel like it is honestly so secure. I'm only going to go with 2 pins, but what I am going to do now is just show you how you can fix that bump at the back. So I can see, hang on, where have I gone? I can see that I've got a bump there. So with your tail comb, you want to pop that into your head. I'm not sure if you can see what I'm doing there. And just let that work it down to the scalp. So tail comb in, find where that bump is, and just work then the bump down. But the last thing you want to do if you do have a bump is use the actual teeth of the comb and then do that. It's just best to wiggle the bump down. And yeah, I'm going to do one last little mist of hairspray. Mist it all around the bun. Make sure those baby hairs are tucked in. But there you go, guys. This is my super simple, slicked back, model off duty, clean girl aesthetic, whatever you want to call it, but I just absolutely love it for those days where you don't want to put heat on your hair, you just want something slick, out of the way, looking clean, low maintenance. Hi guys, sorry about that, my memory card completely ran out of memory, so hence the abrupt cut off, but yeah, I'm just wrapping up here. Thanks so much for watching, subscribe if you want lots more hair tutorials, and I'll see you on the next video.